Better Country 102.5 The Bull live CMA Awards coverage continues exclusively for this Wednesday afternoon with Major Tom and our good buddy Eric Church in the house up in here. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Last time I saw you, I guess, was about a year ago over at Workplay. You came in.
It was awesome.
Yeah, and you did like 2 shows back-to-back, sold out, of course, and the very first time I remember seeing you perform, Eric, was actually in our conference room, probably back in 2006, maybe, when Sinners Like Us was out.
I'm glad I finally broke through with that new artist award this year.
Yeah, it's about time, right? 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah.
You know, and my favorite single on that project was Little Pink Line.
Yeah.
Was it Little
Two Pink Lines?
Two Pink Lines, yeah.
Yep.
And I remember you setting up that song in our conference room going, well, now, you know, for country music, this may be a little bold, but, and I just fell in love with that whole project. And, of course, Chief, such critically acclaimed material on there. I know you took some time off, went up in the woods to write a lot of that music. What was that like to do that?
Well, it was time for me. I needed for a couple reasons. One, creatively, but the other thing, I needed some direction. I mean, we had toured so much. I didn't know where we went from Carolina. You know, Carolina had just been certified gold when I went to the cabin, so I knew we had to make a great record. And what I learned up there in that cabin is the only reason I'm here is because of our live show, because of the fans, because of how we build our career. So I was determined to make a record that sounded like a set list. It sounded like a live show. And we went in and tried to do that, you know. And there's 4 songs on the record that are one take. You know, we didn't fix any 4 songs. So a lot of this record, when you're playing live, you can't go back and redo it.
No,
so
you can't.
We kept it that way in the studio.
Yeah. The best part about your show live, though, I think, is that it doesn't matter when you're playing the songs off your particular project, whether it's a radio song or not, every fan knows every word to all your music.
It's the coolest thing in the world.
I mean, they sit there and they know song after song, and I'll be honest with you, the last time I saw you, I didn't know every song on your CD, but your fans, I mean, they know everything.
They're the reason I'm here. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I remember we were in New York when Chief came out, and everybody was watching Adele's record, Kelly Rowland's record.
Right.
And when we came out, did 150,000, debut #1. I remember the best part of the week is the day it came out, I was in Fox News Studios in New York, and there was a guy reading SoundScan, didn't know who I was. And he read it when it came out, Billboard Top 200, and he goes, "Who in the hell is Eric Church, and how did he sell this many records?" And
that's me. Right, you're like, that's me, man.
I thought that's a billboard.
Yeah, right.
And it just was. It was really the underground and the passion the fans had bubbling over, and it's because of them that I'm here.
We're talking to Eric Church. We're going to come back and do another quick segment with him as our CMA coverage continues on 102.5 The Bull. Better Country 102.5 The Bull as we continue our live CMA Award coverage here for this Wednesday afternoon. Our broadcast, by the way, brought to you by Hoover Tactical Firearms, the big award show coming up tonight. It's country music's biggest night. And I just happen to be here with one of country music's biggest stars, Eric Church, hanging around this afternoon. Thanks for holding on. I know you're busy this afternoon.
No
let me ask you this: when you get to do the CMA Award show, and let's rewind over your career the last 5 or 6 years, when you get in the audience and you're looking around, do you ever just kind of sit back and go, "Man, I'm sitting here with." And don't take this the wrong way. You have earned a right to where you are in country music, but you're sitting there around, I mean, the elite of country music. Yep. That's got to just be awesome.
It's crazy. Yeah, there's been times that over the past years, you know, that I've been sitting someplace. I remember 2 years ago, I sat behind Chris Christopherson.
Wow.
And was just
kind of giddy.
Was just stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid giddy.
You didn't gurm him, did you?
I couldn't even talk.
Oh, okay.
And there's that thing I couldn't even do. You know, so there's a lot of times I remember watching the show. I remember watching CMAs when I was a kid. You know, and you dream of being on there. So to be sitting in that audience, it's a humbling thing. You know, it really is. And it's also cool to. I'm a competitive guy, so it's also cool to be out there and
you want to win.
I want to win.
Hey,
I want to make the
you.
best record, and I want.
No. But
I'm not in it to do. You know, that's why.
But I mean, I think that speaks to the passion of what you do. Is that you do want to win, right?
Sure.
I know they're giving us a wrap-up signal. Let me tell you what. On the new project, Chief. A lot of great deep cuts on there. Of course, Smoke a Little Smoke was a great tune. And come on, Homeboy, what a great twist for a title there. I mean, basically a wake-up call to somebody going, hey, dude, get your life right. Come on, man, wake up.
It is. That's what it is. It's a wake-up.
And just a great to speak to you again. I'm hoping in 2012 we get you back to Birmingham.
Yeah, I think you're going to.
Oh, good. That's good news. Maybe we found out something we weren't supposed to know.
2 weeks, we'll talk about it.
All right, sounds great. Eric Church with us live here on 102.5 The Bull.